So, unfortunately, the Loch Ness Monster does not exist, or at the very least, does not exist in the capacity that you might be thinking of. What do I mean by that? Simply put, if you look at all the depictions of the Loch Ness Monster, it's a plesiosaur, and a lot of people agree that the Loch Ness Monster is simply a plesiosaur that has survived the extinction of the dinosaurs. Um, the problem with that is that if you look at images and depictions of the Loch Ness Monster, you very quickly realize that these are actually very outdated depictions. Um, for example, many of the videos and evidence of the Loch Ness monster has its neck craning like a swan, kind of like that. Plesiosaurs couldn't do that. That if you saw a plesiosaur do that, it broke its neck and it's dying. Um, so these are, and it's a lot of more outdated depictions because it's what people at the time thought a plesiosaur looked like when the Loch Ness monster first started to really be a big thing. So people kept saying, "Oh, that's what it is," but they didn't know that the plesiosaurs that they were saying they saw could not physically be possible, simply because of the uh, the anatomy of a plesiosaur and what we now know about them. So what actually is it then? Well, a couple years back, a bunch of scientists used something called environmental DNA. Basically, if you think about how dust particles are just flaking skin cells in your house, well, animals do that too in their environment. So they take samples of the water and they sequence any DNA particles that they find within the water. And what they found is that apparently there is a species of, I believe it's eel, that wasn't known to be within the loch, or at the very least thought to have gone extinct within the loch years ago. But their DNA is still around, which means they're still around. So it's likely the first sightings of the Loch Ness Monster might have been these eels.